Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. Today, Father James Bozeman of St. James Orthodox Church drops by hoping to increase our viewers' awareness of his church and to draw attention to their building program. Father, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
It's good to be here.
So, what exactly is an Orthodox church and what distinguishes it from other churches?
It's a big question. Oftentimes we say the Orthodox Church is the ancient church. There are similarities with other churches, obviously. It's a Christian church.
Right.
Probably the primary fact. A lot of times people say, is it like the Roman Catholic Church? And there are similarities there. It's liturgical. There are priests, there are vestments, incense, candles. Theologically, there are differences, which is what makes us unique, and that's probably bigger than we can go into now. It's different, obviously, from a lot of the Protestant churches being more ancient, more liturgical. Obviously, wearing a cassock is not something you see every day. It sets us apart a little bit. The best answer we can say is it's ancient. It's consistent with the teachings of Christ, we would say, from the ancient times. And then typically what I usually say then is you just have to come and see. There's no other way to really know that without seeing.
Experience it. Mm-hmm. So when was St. James Orthodox Church founded, and how did it get started?
It was founded in 2012. I was in seminary. There was a desire to put an Orthodox church in Beaufort. We have them in Charleston, Savannah, and there are other jurisdictions of the Orthodox Church, the Greeks as well, that were in the area. But there was a desire to put one in Beaufort. We were assigned there in 2012 and moved there. And we started out with practically nothing, and we had about 6 people in our church. We've slowly grown a little at a time there. We started out really as a mission to bring the Orthodox faith, full Christianity, to the Low Country, really. And we're trying to do that. That's really where we are at this point.
And so what should people who have never visited an Eastern Orthodox church expect to experience when they visit your church?
It will be, for some people, it will be they'll be familiar things. If you're Roman Catholic, you're going to, some things will resonate with you. If you're from a high church, maybe an Anglican background, some of those things will resonate with you. I became Orthodox later in life, and so my first visit, it was bizarre. I didn't know what to expect.
Right.
I wasn't used to, again, the priest wearing vestments and the candles and the incense, the chanting, all these sorts of things. It's a little exotic. So when you first come, what I tell folks when they come to me and say, I want to visit your church, I say, just come, stand in the back, just watch. Just watch.
Right.
There's no pressure. Just come and watch. For those that it's more unfamiliar, ask questions. Hopefully there'll be someone there to help you to understand a little bit. But it's a very specific experience, and it has specific dynamics to it, you might say, and things that are very different about it. But the goal isn't just to be foreign or exotic. It's to draw you in and help you experience as a whole person, not just in your mind, but eyes, ears, hands, everything, to understand what's going on with our faith.
And what project is your church currently working on?
Right now we're working on a building program. It's probably our biggest program. We're in fundraising. It seems like all churches are in that at some point, but we're definitely in that moment right now. We purchased a piece of property on Ladies Island in Beaufort. We've paid for it, which is great, thanks to God.
Spectacular,
It's
yes.
wonderful. And now we're in the process of raising funds to build the building in a 2-phase program, and actually seeking people to be helping us in terms of the building contractors, that sort of thing. So early stages, but we've got to build it. We're outgrowing our rental space. We've been there for 7 years, and it's been...
Which is a wonderful thing.
It's a good problem to have, definitely. So that's where we are at this point.
And so what led you to become a priest?
Again, it's a big question. My dad was a pastor for many years in an evangelical church. I was a Christian. I grew up as a Christian in a Christian home. I encountered the Orthodox Church through friends and through my brother, and they became involved with it, and I thought it was weird. It kind of is weird. I mean, it's kind of the reality. It's different for us. But after a number of years of kind of pushing against that, I finally went to a church service and met the priest and talked to some of the people there, and I was, much to my own surprise, was amazed by that, and I became a part of that. The last thing I expected was to become a minister of any form. My dad was a pastor. I was not interested in doing that. I was in a rock band. I was married. I was a carpenter building furniture. But somehow I found myself called to this, ended up at seminary, and in the process became an ordained priest, and here I am today.
And here you are today.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much.
Your church will have all the information on the screen, and looking forward to seeing success with your building program.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we'll be right back with Talk of the Town.